We have three candidates for Parish Council District 5, Doug Ferrer, Pat Phillips, and Rykert Toledano.
Thank you for the opportunity to share my candidacy for District 5, St. Tammany Parish Council. I'd also like to thank the St. Tammany Chamber for hosting this Zoom event so that the business community can hear our candidacy and what we can do for the parish. As a lifelong resident of St. Tammany Parish, I've watched change impact our parish for 62 years, some good and some bad. Recently, I've watched a disjointed council with police jury 1970 thinking regress our community with infighting and antiquated ideas. And that's one of the many reasons I decided to run for council. My goals are to bring fresh ideas through forward thinking with a tremendous amount of common sense to the council. I'm the only candidate for District 5 that has handled billions of dollars in assets and worked successfully with others to balance billion-dollar budgets. Trust me, it takes a highly motivated team to manage the parish assets with highly skilled financial knowledge. If elected, I'll work with other council members to bring a balanced budget to the people of St. Tammany. Yes, that may involve cuts and reallocation of assets, but it will not involve new taxes. For the record, yes, I support renewal of existing taxes and millages, as we cannot enjoy our quality of life with reduced revenues, but we have to bring better money management and financial analysis to St. Tammany Parish. If elected, I'll work with other members of the council to bring smarter development to St. Tammany in the form of consistent zoning without constant variances and lack of transparency that destroys the zoning process. If elected, I'll work to bring forward thinking and real meaningful growth to the infrastructure plans, traffic, and development. Solving problems that occurred 10 years ago will never lead to forward thinking. We have to plan for the future and stay the course to execute the plan. If elected, I'll push to reduce the council size with positions becoming full-time. Yes, I know some will argue that this will not provide representation to the rural areas. My answer is simple. Full-time representation with support staff is superior to our current policy of part-time council people. Some will state that there's no cost savings, and I agree, but I've always found that paying for great service is better than saving on poor service. If elected, I'll push for a long-term plan to centralize water and sewage in densely populated areas. This plan will involve a public-private partnership and multiple community block grants, with a goal to be completed by 2035. Yes, I know that's not the time frame you were probably looking for, but with proper planning and not simply kicking the can down the road with band-aids and bureaucracy, we can achieve this goal. I'm a recently retired bank executive, not a politician, as you can tell, with nearly 40 years of experience in private sector, and feel we need a fresh start, i.e. a transformation in our local government. We can do this by bringing business efficiency to government bureaucracy and make government more responsive and efficient for all residents of St. Tammany Parish. The election is October 14th, with early voting beginning September 30th. If you're ready for real change, fresh ideas, and forward thinking, vote Doug Ferrer, Council District 5 for St. Tammany. Thank you for your vote.
Hi, my name is Pat Phillips, and I'm the Republican endorsed candidate for St. Tammany Parish Council District 5. I am a retired United States Marine Corps officer and naval aviator, thankful to have experienced the privilege of spending a career serving our country. I believe the United States Marine Corps vetted me to extreme measures legally, morally, and ethically to find any fault with my character. They had to before spending millions of dollars on my flight training. Then they entrusted me with protecting other Marines while operating aircraft worth tens of millions of dollars. I believe my military background will bring a unique skill set to the Parish Council. I want to comment on a couple of things I've done in the community. Currently, I'm elected to the Republican State Central Committee, previous member of Republican Executive Committee. I'm a graduate of Leadership St. Tammany West and a member of the North Shore Kiwanis Club, past chairman and current member of the St. Tammany Presidents, Veterans and Military Affairs Advisory Council, and member of the VFW and American Legion in Mandeville. I helped start the Marine Corps League Detachment in Mandeville, and I'm a member of Our Lady of the Lake Knights of Columbus and Men's Clubs. I'm the past chair of the St. Tammany Parish Sub-Drainage District number 2 of Drainage District 5, and I'm a member of the Civil Air Patrol St. Tammany Composite Squadron. As my children grew up, I assisted in coaching boys and girls soccer, girls softball, Little League, Boy Scouts, and I'm the proud father of an Eagle Scout. My children are grown now, allowing me more time to continue serving the people in a more comprehensive way. As a councilman, I will support smart and logical policies promoting business and economic growth while protecting and respecting each other's property and rights in and out of the council chambers. During my military and civilian career, I managed the spending of tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions, depending on whether we were having peacetime or wartime combat operations. This required strict adherence to using only funds available. And what I wanted to show you here is we have a document that the assessor puts out, comes out every 4 years, I think. This is 2020. And in this document, it shows the top 10 commercial entities that pay taxes in St. Tammany Parish. It shows in the state where St. Tammany Parish comes out number 6 in the highest taxes that are we collect. It shows you a breakdown here of all the parish funds that are collected. And here it shows you the parish tax bill right there. The pie diagram shows you where all the money's going. Okay. Then out of this diagram right here, where all the money's going, this little sliver, the green, is what the parish has to spend on the parish agencies. This pie diagram right here shows you all the parish agencies and where the money's going. A lot of them mandatory, we have to, they're dedicated funds. So that's all the money we have to work with. Again, I am a Republican endorsed candidate and will be a full-time councilman. I plan to work with all the other parish council members and administration in a professional and cordial way. There is too much work to be done, and it will require dedication of not only me, the other parish council members, or the administration, but it'll also take you to help us get the job done. You must remember, these elected positions belong to you and all the voters who voted to give us your trust and confidence to do it as proper. I will be dedicated to getting the people's work done as timely, efficient, and effective manner as possible, both in and out of the council chambers, and I will represent all the people and the businesses of District 5 equally, striving to make the district and St. Tammany Parish a better place to live. Thank you, and if you have more questions, go to votepatphillips.com.
For the record, my name is Rykert Toledano. I am the present councilman for District 5, having served 2 terms and working hard to have the opportunity to continue to serve a 3rd term. I think what I bring to the table of parish government, as well as to the interests of the St. Tammany Chamber, are a very unique set of qualifications. For purposes of background, for those who might not be familiar, I have been a practicing attorney in St. Tammany Parish for 49 years, but I also have a very, very significant business background. Our family companies are throughout Louisiana, Texas, Mississippi, Tennessee. I've served on the executive committee of those companies for years and years, and we oversee the business plan that our companies have. And we are a significant company, both in farming, land development, commercial real estate, and various other endeavors. So although a lawyer during part of the day, I also have a significant business background. Moreover, I have been very closely affiliated with the chamber and other business entities in our community. I was president of the former Chamber of Commerce, the predecessor to our present chamber. I was president of the Economic Development Corporation when it first began, not the first year, but shortly thereafter, and was one of the founders of that group. I've been president and a leader of my bar association. I've served in many other leadership capacities throughout St. Tammany Parish, including in the St. Tammany Parish Levy Board. I've worked with government. I've represented governments, including the city of Covington for years. I'm very familiar with planning and zoning. I've written a lot of planning and zoning rules. So I think I bring to the table qualifications, in all due respect to the gentleman I'm running against, that cannot be matched. Moreover, that experience has given me the ability to get things done. And perhaps one of the most recent accomplishments that I think I can claim a great deal of credit for is the Gulf States, or Gulf South, perhaps, I always get the name confused, business park on 1088 and I-12. That project, which I think will be of extreme importance to the success of the business community in St. Tammany Parish going forward, and will generate great revenues that we so sorely need in the parish, was one that I spearheaded, quite frankly. And I will say this, because I think it's important that one advocates for himself. I'm not too sure who else could have pushed that thing through, because there was more opposition originally at the ground level than what most people realize. But I did what I think I'm capable of doing to convince people that this is a wonderful project and one that can be utilized for the economic and business success of our community to come. I could go on much longer about various other accomplishments, but suffice it to say, I am a business-oriented candidate who knows how to get things done and has a record. I served as vice president of the council. I was the gentleman who was the chairman of the finance committee and did a lot of revamping of the finances. Thank you very much.